this podcast goes well and this recording goes well. But I pray that we also still chill and have great moments after. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen.
Amen, guys. And what's going on, real ones? Welcome back to the podcast. Woo! We're doing it again. You're right. You're damn right. We're doing it again. And we have a very special guest with us today. We're live once again at the MH set. Shout out to MH.
Hi.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's totally here. What's up? Mighty Sanchez is in the building.
What's up, y'all?
Yeah. Oh, and I'm Quan, the instructor, and to me, beside me is...
Well, I got a couple names. Chef Boy Hardy, a.k.a. MH, a.k.a. my real name, Matt Hardy. So it's good to...
Hey.
So, I mean, pick whichever one you want, either way.
It's good to be with you guys.
You'll definitely respond to all of them, so keep that in mind. So, we got Sanchez in the building, and the first thing I want to go ahead and get off the rip is the chain, dude. Can we flex his chain on the camera real quick or something?
I guess so. Just
you got to. You can't bring a chain like that and like not flex.
Show that thing straight to the camera.
Look at that. Woo! Yeah, that's beautiful, man. I really like the chain.
Look at it,
man. Thanks, man.
Yeah, man. So Sanchez,
It was good.
for the people who don't know, tell us a little bit about you. What do you do? I mean, we know what you do. But
Well,
for
I
the people who don't know, tell them.
Well, I describe myself as an artist that raps about Jesus with a very positive impact. When I say rap about Jesus, I'm talking about, I rap about my personal life, but Jesus is infused in it due to the fact that my beliefs is strongly Christian, but I don't push my beliefs on people. I just do me. So as long as I'm doing me, hey, you can do you. Just don't kill my vibe.
So, in case you're a little confused there, to sum it up real quick, he is a really awesome Christian rapper. A local, you're not from Augusta, right?
Nah, man.
But you've been here for how long now?
Since 8th grade.
Eighth grade. Whoa, man, that's like a decade or something.
Yeah.
Like now, I feel like, at least, right? Isn't it like a decade or something?
Shoot.
Can we get the math on that? Anybody? Can we get the...
Shoot.
Doesn't.
I didn't graduate college.
Don't worry about it. Oh yeah, me
Can't
and Matt Hardy are notoriously known for going to college together and not doing shit.
And we dropped
Hey,
out.
it's
yeah.
okay. Hey, I dropped out of college too. Cause I was walking 30 plus miles a day.
Whoa, you're walking 30 miles. What are you talking about? You're walking 30 miles a day.
Yeah, man, I was walking
to go to college.
How
go
about
to
we start
college
with that
and
story?
work.
How about we start with that?
Yeah. Before we get to your music or anything like that, let's hear about that.
I mean, shoot, it is what it is.
The struggle was real. It sounds like. For sure.
I mean,
for sure, definitely
I graduated.
you graduated?
No, I graduated high school. I'm saying.
I mean, college, but you can't be on the podcast. Hold on, you can't do that here. We don't do that here.
Well, I graduated high school. My mom wanted me to go to college, and hey, Augusta Tech.
Yeah, man.
Hey, I was trying to hustle it out, but it
just wasn't the move for you. What were you gonna major in?
I was majoring in business.
Oh wow, I'm not surprised by that. Wow.
Let me tell you a little story about me. Old Matt Hardy over here also majored in business.
Hey!
I majored in undeclared. Yeah! Undeclared for the win. Fuck yeah.
But I think it's an absolute waste of time if you don't know what you really want to do.
That's a really good point about college these days, especially in America. It's just if you actually want to do it, you gotta stick to it. If you fuck up at some point, you're gonna regret it.
But you got also know
who's that talking over there? Guess what, everybody? We have a surprise.
Hey,
we got
young KUSHY in the building.
Young KUSHY is in the motherfucking building. What's
There
up?
he is.
Oh my boy.
I also
don't leave him
I
hanging.
also dropped out of college.
Oh wow! So we're a bunch of college dropouts here.
You can take a gap year where you were saying how if you don't know what you want to do,
gap
go
year.
for a little bit, take a year off, figure out what you really want to do, and go back.
Yeah, but no one does that.
I think you need more time than a year. Work some jobs, do things, learn stuff. I think you need to figure out what you love by doing things.
Yeah,
that's a good point. Yeah,
that too.
totally agree.
And for people that go to college, they need to learn how to college. We was only taught, hey, a piece of paper is how you can get in the door. But honestly, people looking for experience, internship. A lot of college kids don't go do internships.
Right.
Like I know some people that went to college 4 years and they're like $100K in college debt.
Oh yeah,
and can't even find a job to save their life.
Graduated college and are not even using their degrees. They're just doing some other side job instead and using what their degree could possibly give them.
Right.
Because I feel like they reached the point where they don't really care. They're like, okay, I did it. Now I got to pay back all this debt.
Right.
What's the quickest way to do it?
It's so strange. It's like a dying. It's like a government instituted thing that all these people need
Well, yeah,
to get a job.
Yeah, as Cody would say, capitalism.
It's like a scam,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, like
College scam. That's my new book.
I think the
Yeah,
federal
it's an
government
Look
should
at-
like
look for that book
provide
coming soon.
job training programs for people so that they can learn like skills
Right.
to do stuff.
right. And then on top of that, you know, people say, you know, you have to go to college to be successful. You know what? You know what I asked them? I asked them, yo, did the man who created college go to college?
I mean,
Nah.
did he? I feel like he did.
No,
though.
he definitely didn't because he
Because he
created
created
it.
it. I mean,
He created college.
Well, he was already going to college in
No,
his
he
mind.
wasn't, bro.
You know, he was already like,
Well, college
dude, I'm
started
doing
off-
college right
he
now. But
is
it's not
college.
created yet, but I'm doing college right now.
You gotta
It's
think
not
about like
created yet.
Pythagoras, man. But it's like the Greeks, like they just had like schools of thought, like they all got together and started like
Thinking.
They're like, hey, we can be smarter. We can do things differently, pretty much.
Yeah.
But
They
they
are-
didn't need to
they
be
all seem
smarter.
like-
They just needed to think about more stuff in different ways. They don't have to be smarter, per
Right.
se.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know what? Let's move on from this college
Yeah,
talk.
yeah. As much as I would love to dwell on the wonders of Roman and Greek civilizations, let's move on from here. So Sanchez, Mighty Sanchez,
Yeah.
the one and only, as far
Yes.
as I know.
Yeah.
Is there any other rappers named Mighty Sanchez?
No.
I really doubt
Well,
it.
technically, there is like one dude in Japan that claims himself
Oh.
Mighty
Oh,
Sanchez.
it's okay. He's Japanese, so you don't have to worry
He's,
about
he's
it.
like the Japanese
They don't-
Drake.
they don't
from
even
what I
I've
was
seen him
looking
in
at.
real life, gotta fight him.
They
No,
don't even
no.
like, they don't even like rap music in Japan, so you don't have to worry about anything. You're good. You're
Yeah.
good, dude.
Oh well, I appreciate that.
Don't worry, you're good.
But yeah.
So what's been on your schedule lately, man? You been dropping any new music or anything?
Man, I want to drop new music, but I have to work on the business side more and more.
So you're more
you know.
focused on the business aspect currently?
Yeah, you know.
What part of the business aspect?
Oh shoot, how can I explain this? You know, when you meet your typical rapper, your typical rapper just
Like
focuses on-
Cody? Yeah.
The typical rapper just makes music, uploads it. Well, I'm deeper into it. I'm working on my BMIs, ASCAP, my royalties and all
Right,
that.
right.
But also I'm developing, proper business relationships with people
Right.
while I'm at it.
That's the way to do it, though.
And then on top of that, I don't have a team. I do have a guy that works for me to take pictures with my camera.
Right, right.
But I do it all.
With your
that.
camera.
Yeah, with my
Wow.
camera. And
You're a really nice person. Shoot. Yeah.
yeah, so when I get booked, I have to negotiate myself. Reach out, just all these things.
Right. It sounds like you just have a way of like going about doing it the right way. You like think about it. You don't try to rush into anything like
He's
that.
self-made. He's
Yeah.
doing it all by himself,
Exactly.
and he doesn't have a team behind him to help him. But
Exactly.
I think one day you're gonna have a team behind you.
Yeah, and it'll be all because you built it from the ground up.
Well,
That's
hey.
the way to do it these days.
Well,
It's all
that'd
about DIY these days.
Well, I'm not really looking for a team. I'm looking for people that I see as family.
Right.
See as
People you
brothers.
just naturally vibe with and
Yeah.
just connect and go from there, pretty much.
Yeah, I naturally vibe with y'all. So shit.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Fun fact about Sanchez here. He actually had an episode on the original season of Bando and Chill, but it got destroyed in a hard drive incident when some crazy guy with a dildo truck like fucking crashed or something like that. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, but the point is my hard drive was screwed. But it's great to have you on an actual episode now after all this
Yes.
time. After all this
Yes.
time. Oh man,
So
dude.
I have something to ask you.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of the business side of it, what do you do for merchandise? Do you have any merchandise?
I actually do. I actually slowed down the merch, but I
Like
do.
the shirts and stuff.
I still got some in the trunk if you guys want one.
Oh, hey, yeah, plug
know?
that. Let's
Dude,
plug
I
it.
remember one thing. I had a Sanchez towel.
Yes.
And
yes.
that was one of my absolute
Towels.
favorite things. Me and Leo's got a picture with it. I love that Sanchez towel.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
And I think that was really cool. I like having it. I'm sure it's around here somewhere.
Well, I think when I made the Sanchez, I was during the summer where I was performing in North Carolina a lot every weekend, and it was all outside events, and I was tired and sweating every weekend. So
I like
Sanchez
merch that's like
Sanchez
useful.
towel.
Like it's like useful merch. Like
Like the
I would
Sanchez.
try
Yeah,
that
yeah.
out
I love
also.
that. I love that towel, man. Yeah, it's a
You
classic.
should make a
dude.
Sanchez book bag. Like the
oh, I do
Country.
have one.
Oh,
I do have one.
We'll definitely plug your store at the end of this podcast.
so
for
its
sure.
merch game is on
Yeah.
fleek, if that's still cool to say.
Is that still cool to say?
Hey.
I have no idea.
I don't care if it's cool or not. If you feel like saying it, say it.
Yeah,
do.
if it's not cool, I don't want to like
the-
loser up the podcast
I want
over
the
here.
kids-
I don't want to do that.
I want the kids to like what we're saying here.
And then I had
They
Sanchez.
don't know what that word means.
For the
Loser? Oh.
Oh, thanks.
I thought everyone knew what that meant.
Fleek?
Yeah, on flick.
What does it mean?
On
Jaquan?
flick. On fleek
Fleek.
means, according to Urban Dictionary, in my mind, on fleek is like when you're just awesome. You're perfect. You did something so good that you're on fleek. Sanchez, speaking of on fleek, what was a moment in your life where you felt like you were most on fleek?
When I was most on fleek?
fleek, yeah.
Do you mean musically or not
I
musically?
mean, in general, it could be anything.
When
really.
I was most on fleek.
What are you thinking over here, man? You're like, I know you're probably on fleek every day. I'm sure one moment stood out the most where you're like, man, I'm on fleek right now, man. And nobody can mess with me right now, dude. I'm Mighty Sanchez.
You know, I guess when I got on the news.
Oh yeah! Oh man, let's talk about that. For those who don't know, you were on the news.
Yeah.
Yes, and you explain it to the people.
Well, I just know I woke up on Sunday, getting ready for church. Got a text from Wes like, "Hey, this is Wes. We want to interview you at the station today."
Hey.
And I was like, "Well, I'm not going to church," but I thought that was really cool because when I first started rapping years ago, a lot of people had doubts with me.
Right, as most people will do. When you start in the rap game,
well,
a lot of people are gonna doubt you.
Well, like my song "Jesus Loves You," y'all heard. I was told that song sucked. I was told that a lot of people didn't used to not think I wrote my own lyrics.
Right. Well,
So
really? What?
yeah, I went through that
People are
struggle.
accusing you of that?
Yeah, people are legit accusing me.
Oh, man.
You can ask my homeboy Crevins, who produces all my beats now. Shout out to Crevins. I see you, bro.
Shout out.
So I mean, I came over a lot of stuff, and my family didn't really support me with that music,
Oh wow.
And I think after I got on the news, that's when my family realized, hey, he's really taking this.
Hey, he's got potential. Hey,
You know?
he can actually do something that he puts his mind to. Hey,
You know?
yeah, and it's good that they realize that though. That's good, man.
Yeah,
That's good.
and I'd like to say he's also doing it in a way that a lot of other guys
Yeah.
wouldn't do it or just are not doing it.
Oh, for sure. Especially like we had Andre last week. We talked a lot about the Augusta aspect. There's this Augusta aspect when it comes to local music and stuff, like just the community. It's like I don't know what it is, man. We're all still trying to figure out what exactly we can do to improve this music community in Augusta so much. But it's kind of hard to figure it out when people don't like to work together or people don't do brilliant ideas like what you have. You're just creating merchandise that people can just buy and use in their everyday life. You know what I mean? That's what we need more of, stuff like that. I think that'll help build the Augusta.
We don't have a
community.
centralized venue anymore.
That's also true. Rest in peace, Sector.
Sector.
Iron Heights. The laundromat.
Wait, the laundromat now? Shoot, hey.
Originally it was a laundromat. Yeah. So
shoot.
yeah.
Big laundry.
That was a.
That's a big.
I wonder what it was like back then in the day when you go
I
to
don't know. It was
to
probably
Sector.
they probably had some
laundromat.
music blaring while you did your laundry.
And that place is hot as fuck too, so it probably wasn't much going on in there. They're probably like, man, let me get my shit.
Buy it.
Let me get my shit.
JQ, buy that.
Oh yeah. Yes. For those listening, I plan on buying Iron Heights. Sector 7. The laundromat. I plan on buying it for the sake of the community because I really actually genuinely believe that we can make this something like every motherfucker has said before. No, I'm not buying that shit. Fuck that. Obviously, it's not gonna work. So we need to think of something, to venue-wise downtown.
Venue-wise, I wouldn't say so much venue-wise. There's plenty of places that'll host a show downtown. I think it's more about establishing a group.
Right, and that's what
presence. I'd say,
and that's what a lot of people do. We know a lot of people who do shit like that. They establish a group. Sanchez, have you performed at Arts in the Hearts, didn't you?
Nah, I didn't. I actually had to perform in Atlanta that day.
Oh, whoa. Bigger moves. So long, Augusta. Bigger moves on the way.
My bad. I wanted to perform in Arts and Hearts one of these years,
I think that'd be dope. Yeah, I could definitely see you performing at Arts and Hearts.
If God opens that door, I'll take it,
Right.
I did try to apply for it last year, got rejected.
Oh, wow. What?
I was hurt when I got rejected on that day.
What? Arts and Hearts rejected you from doing a set? What do you mean?
I guess we had to protest them.
No, we don't have to
man,
protest.
I love Arts and Hearts, man. They let my boy Sanchez play.
I'm just kidding.
No, hold up. No, you're on to something. Hold the phone.
Hey, hold on. I like hearts and hearts. I like the food. I like
We're not gonna shit on hearts and hearts.
We like the food a lot.
I'm only there for the food.
But I was very thankful because that day I got rejected was the day I got the phone call to go perform in Atlanta.
Oh wow!
So I was
blessing happened.
So someone's looking out for you for big moves.
Yeah. So if it wasn't God's plan, hey.
Yeah, Sanchez also has his own logo, which a lot of rappers don't have.
Yeah. I do love your.
Yeah, it's on the chain,
Man, it's too legit to quit.
It's on the chain. It's on the
towel. It's on the chain, on the jacket.
It's on the jacket. It's on the towel.
So
the jacket is awesome.
Let's talk about like what future music projects you have coming up. You got anything in like album wise or mixtape wise, or do you do mixtapes in the Christian rap game?
I mean, I used to a long time ago. I mean, it used to be a thing. I don't know if it's a thing now.
Well, what are you working on currently?
Shoot. Honestly, I'm just taking it one day at a time. Usually I'm doing so many shows that I don't really have time to sit and work on music.
Yeah, you'd always,
So,
on the phone, you go, oh man, I got a show here, I got a show
if you look,
dang, Sanchez, you on the move, man.
Yeah, if you follow my Instagram or whatever, you'll see I'm somewhere every other week, like, oh, he's here, he's in Colorado, So, like, on my breaks, I really do try to, like, focus on the business side and just focus on writing music.
For sure.
So, I don't know, man. I want to release some music next year, but we just gonna have to see. That's really how I feel.
Being patient, like we said earlier, there's nothing wrong with
I feel like we should talk about like what it is like to be like a Christian rapper, like in a sea of like a lot of people that are.
Let's get it.
Rappers.
I was actually just thinking that. Actually,
Okay.
I didn't want to get more into like the Christian rap aspect and like compare that
what are
to
the
like
differences.
Yeah.
And like what like
like compare it to like not to being a non-Christian rapper who may like
not play like different shows than like a lot of other
definitely
people.
You definitely got to get some different like venues for sure.
Stuff,
So give us a little bit of more behind that. Man.
Well, I mean, Christian rap is not really it's not fully accepted in a lot of churches.
Really,
but at the same time, it is accepted. You just gotta know where you just gotta know the flow basically,
right.
And like there's been times where I tried to rap at a certain church, and they told me my song "Jesus Loves You" was too explicit.
What?
Yeah.
I've heard that song. It's what?
Yeah. So
whoa,
it's just I guess you gotta find the balance, and then
right.
You got some Christian people, preachers, whatnot.
Yeah.
I ain't saying all preachers are bad, but just those bad ones, they'll tell you, hey, your music's only meant for the club. So you try to go to so you try to go to the club scene, you already know.
Right.
You too Christian for this stuff.
Exactly. It's like
the club scene.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird that like, hey, you're making this Christian rap song. You go to the pastor, he's like, man, we can't do this here. Maybe you should try doing it to the club. And then the club's like, oh man, we can't play this in here, dude. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. That sounds like a real struggle when it comes to like the music that you do.
So a lot of times, you get like I get stuck between a rock and hard place a lot of times just because of it.
Yeah.
But I don't give up, but that's what your average Christian artist might give up on because they're really in it for the money.
Right.
Some of them don't really have a good heart, and
corruption exists everywhere. So,
right. And the Christian rap industry is like the same as the regular industry, to be honest, because I seen some cutthroat stuff that I don't even want to speak
in the
about.
Christian rap industry.
Yes, I seen.
Man,
it's like righteous
I don't even think we should get into
Matter
that.
of fact, I can tell you. A few months ago, I actually had legit. I wouldn't say legit beef, but this Christian rapper wanted
you had Christian rap beef?
Yes.
Whoa. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay, hold on.
Got it.
Hold on. That sounds like.
On top of that,
like different denominations.
On top of that, no. On top of that, you guys gotta realize too that not every Christian's perfect. Everybody's a work in progress.
Absolutely.
That's what a lot of people tend to forget when they hear the title Christian title, because they automatically think you're perfect. So, like I was saying, this one guy, he actually wanted to fight me in the parking lot.
Whoa.
In the church parking lot.
In the church? Hold up. Hold on a second.
What's his name?
No, I'm not driving. I'm not name dropping right now. I'm not name dropping.
How dare you try to fight this man? How dare you? How dare you?
Disrespecting the house of God like that, man.
And what was bad about it was he made it seem like I was the bad guy the whole way. So,
I've never got a bad guy vibe from you ever in the whole years of knowing you now.
Yeah.
Let me tell everyone something
that
right
guy
now.
was obviously in the wrong.
I want to say that when this man, Mighty Sanchez, came to my house, He gave me the biggest, longest hug that I've had in probably 2-3 years.
It was beautiful.
And he made me feel like I've never felt before. This is the sweetest man you're ever gonna meet in your life. He's a wonderful artist.
Yeah.
He's a great person, and I just like to say that there's no better man. So this guy is not. He's not a joke. He's not a fraud. He really is what he says he is, and he really does stand for what he stands for, and that's really cool to me.
He's the real deal for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
We love you, Sanchez.
Yeah, we do love you, Sanchez. And
I love you guys.
you know what, man? I gotta get the weepies real quick.
Shut up.
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, let me get the weepies like my drunk ex-girlfriend. Anyways,
Give me a break.
yo, you want a break? You want to break today?
Hey,
Kit
break
Kat
down a
bar?
piece of that ass, boy.
Whoa,
Rip-
whoa.
We can cut that out.
No, we're leaving that.
Leave
dude. We don't cut.
Oh, man.
Jeez, man. Oh my
That hurts. I
god.
spit.
Oh my god. Jeez. Yahoo. Oh man.
Oh shit!
Oh. Whew.
Your website is fucking awesome, though.
Sorry.
I mean, it's really good.
Thanks, man. I need to actually update the website, but I haven't had time to get to
Well,
it.
I like that all your links are just right there, and you got multiple links.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
whatever
really-
I'm feeling, I can go.
Yeah, I made that.
That's the way to do it. Then.
Yeah, I want to make that my goal because when you meet somebody, it's like oh, you got music out? Sure. Before when I first made the website, you couldn't really Google me and find me. Now when you Google me, you can find my Spotify, my Apple Music, all that now.
Dude, that's always a good thing right there. Like when you can Google something that you created and it's like the only thing popping up. Like the majority thing popping up. That's always a good sign.
That's why I was
You're
gonna
doing
have just like brand
fucking right.
identity and stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We all know about that.
Yeah. Do we, Cody?
We don't know about what?
I don't know what he said, to be honest. I kind of just ignored him on that one, to be honest. I'm sorry.
He just went with it like, oh yeah, sure.
Brand identity.
Let's go
Come on,
with
man.
that.
We gotta have the logo. Gotta have the social medias.
That's true.
Brand
That's
identity.
true. That's true.
He already has all
Look,
that.
yeah, I'm about to say, if you want to learn about branding, just ask Sanchez. He's right in here in front
Well,
of
sure.
you.
If you honestly want to learn
Teach
about,
him something.
second job,
Teach him
brand
something
consultant.
because he's the one asking.
well, if you
Teach him something.
Well, if you honestly want to learn about branding and business and setting yourself up with business strategies and all that, you can really hit me up.
Yeah, Cody.
I'd be out here hustling.
I think you really are
Quan
the.
should hit you.
You're the.
Oh, it should be me, huh? It should be me, huh? Okay, yeah, it's always fucking me.
Now you wanna take
Quan,
something.
go do this. Quan, go do that.
You're the only person that I've
okay,
seen
I
with
will.
all that.
Yeah.
Sanchez.
Huh?
I've never seen anybody else with all that.
Like, are you referring to like the local area?
The branding and all the
Yeah.
ducks
yeah.
in a row.
Yeah.
Well,
That's around.
I had to thank my business mentor.
Right.
You
Oh
know.
yeah, shout out to your business mentor, dude. You always talk about that guy, and I feel like that guy's really fucking awesome.
Yeah, I
he's
mean-
doing something right that's helping you go in the direction that you want to go.
Yeah, well, I mean, when I first met him, it was originally I met him at his business because he had a coffee shop, and I was struggling with my faith as a Christian, and he helped build that back up,
Okay.
So my goal wasn't really, to learn stuff from him, but I just ended up learning stuff from him, and I applied it, and I thank him a lot,
For sure.
I mean, it sucks. I ain't seen him in like probably a year now because he currently lives in the Middle East right now.
You still talk to him like on
Whoa.
the phone
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, he's just running business in the Middle East.
Whoa,
so,
he's running in the Middle East.
What a journey.
yeah, so
Are you afraid of the Middle East, Sanchez?
No.
Let's get to the hard hitting questions.
I'm not.
Let's get to
kind of question is that?
Yeah, let's get to the hard hitting shit here.
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
afraid of the Middle East, dude?
No, I'm
Who
not.
asked that?
I want to really go. I want to really go. Honestly,
Because that's what I was about to say. That segues into my next thought. I would like to go visit the Middle East,
Heck
and I
yes.
think your mentor is awesome for living over there and creating businesses and
What
shit
country?
like that.
What country?
Way more country, but it's like I don't know, man. Is that really even considered country?
no, that's not.
What
It's
Middle
different.
East country would you go to?
Oh, I thought you meant like being out there is like country. Like what the fuck? This is like
We're gonna cut.
It's
We're gonna cut that
it's a
out.
bunch of fucking deserts, dude. What the fuck? People getting blown up, man.
It's
Yeah,
like the
great
country where
country.
there's like
Great country.
tigers.
out
Right.
there.
We're cutting all this out. This is
Great
fine.
country, man. No, but seriously, what country? I probably definitely want to go to Pakistan or Afghanistan. Probably.
Okay.
I want to go to the hard
You
hitting
stay in
places.
Pakistan.
Okay.
Yeah,
It
I
doesn't
want to go
matter.
to one of the stands. Anything with a stand in the name, I want to go there pretty much. Yeah,
Alright.
I would love to go there.
The Eminem song.
What? A stand?
Hey, Anyway,
so what brings you here?
Let's get back to our guest here.
Yes, back
Going
to
on a
Sanchez.
tangent, a stand tangent.
So, Sanchez.
What's up, man?
So, we got any music videos in the works or anything like that? It's something I always love to ask people if they have any like video content in the works because I feel like that's something that Augusta lacks. Is like if everyone just actually there's a small market for people who are doing like music videos and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't feel like they push them as hard as they potentially could. So that goes back to my question here. Like, do you have any music video ideas in the works you're trying to plan on or anything?
I do, but it's not gonna be here. I actually have a friend that's a A&R for a record label on the West Coast.
Hey, shout out LA.
And I find it's funny because I just talked to him last week, and we if I got some deals going on between me and him right now. And if it goes right, I might have to fly out there and shoot a legit music video.
Oh boy.
So I hope it goes through.
You gonna be Hollywood geeking?
I hope it goes through.
You gonna be Hollywood geeking?
Nah, man, I ain't gonna be Hollywood.
Not me, not like geeking. No, not like a drug reference.
No, I know.
Even though the song is totally a drug reference, but no, not.
I know what you meant though. I know what you
meant.
meant. Honestly, I don't know, man. I'm going with the flow. I'm just doing what God tells me to do, and I make sure I have no hesitation.
Positive ass man right here. Why can't all you motherfuckers in Augusta be as positive as this one man here?
Look, man, my goal is not to be that old man in my dying bed full of regrets.
That's a good way. That's a good way to. Sure.
If I were to say no to this podcast, it might not affect me now, but when I'm that dying old man, your life's gonna flash.
Yeah, that's deep.
And
man.
when it flashes, you're gonna remember all the little things. You're gonna remember not taking a shot at that girl. You're gonna remember not going on that trip.
Yeah, for
You're gonna
sure.
remember not pushing yourself. I had got in a car accident on election night. I hit a car.
Son of a bitch Trump one.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway, a car hit me.
Triggered much?
No.
Triggered much?
A car hit me on the driver's side. And I hit a tree after. I could have been dead. I sat in that closet. I sat in my room that night looking at a lot of stuff, realizing, did I really push myself if I would have passed away? No, I didn't go spread the gospel, spread positivity like I really wanted to. So that's why you guys see me push the way I do, because I don't know when tomorrow's gonna come. But when my day comes, I want to be at least doing something I love and impacting people to do stuff like that.
Sounds like you truly do live in that sense of live how you want to live.
A life fulfilled.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And that's like one of my most such an admirable traits for someone to have. Because I know a lot of motherfuckers. I don't know who's all gonna watch this, but I know a lot of motherfuckers who don't act in this kind of sense, and we just need more of this kind of.
Yeah,
shit.
like
I don't know whose name I'm gonna say.
90% of everybody else that doesn't live like that. I mean, I can hardly see a person that can go and say, hey, I'm living my fullest. I'm doing my best, and I'm doing my best for the people, and I'm doing my best for me.
Extremely.
I'm doing my best for all my friends, and I see nobody doing that. I mean, even me, I'm not doing that. So it's wonderful to hear that from somebody that you're actually you had this experience, and then you realize that oh wow, I could be doing more, and I should be doing more, and I am going to do more, and now you are doing more.
Yeah, for sure. Well said.
Thank you. I have this book out. It's called.
You can order it on Amazon right now. Just search MH Hardy.
Just search
MH Hardy. Just search MH. It should pop up.
Whatever.
It should fucking pop up.
It's on the front page, baby.
You made it to the front page. Oh yeah, dude. So I was thinking about like when we did that Bando and Chill podcast interview thing, and you remember Kyle the Oak Tree and the shit he was asking you?
Yeah.
I was thinking about that. He was talking about like mythology and shit like that, or something like that. And I was I want to know what you said to that. I don't remember shit. I remember some parts, but what was he saying? Well, he was saying you were there, weren't you? But you just weren't in it. I don't think. Oh, I think it was just me and Kyle. Yeah. I think he was saying stuff like, when it comes to you're obviously a devout Christian for sure. Yeah. But he was just curious about your opinions about other religions or something like that.
Yeah, that makes so much sense because Kyle is he's like the Axeman. He loves mythology.
He's
and
the great oak. He's the great oak. So I actually do want to ask you about that because it's something that kind of hit me. So what is your perspective when it comes to other religions and things like that?
Look, like I said before, I do me, you do you. Don't kill my vibe, and I won't kill yours.
So pretty much like it's just still 100% positive. Is what I'm getting here. It's like
Well, there's also an interesting where you have, like, I guess like the three main religions are all kind of based off of the same like books and stuff.
Yeah, that's why I can see from his perspective where he's saying like I do me, you do you. We'll see you in the afterlife.
Well,
That's what makes it going.
I'd like to call it basic morality.
Yeah.
There's a certain, some people are born with a set of morals. I certainly am, and I feel it. But some people have more than others. Some people have less than others. And I think any type of religion, no matter what it is, it's meant to kind of guide you towards morality.
Go towards your life and towards being, being one with yourself.
Make you a better person.
Exactly, one with yourself.
Yeah.
It's supposed to bring your true self out.
So when did you get baptized?
When did I get baptized? I've been baptized twice.
Twice?
Yeah, because the first time I got baptized, I didn't understand what baptism meant.
You weren't ready.
I mean,
but you did it. You still did it. Though.
I did it because I felt in my spirit that I should. But the second time I got baptized this is with the church I'm with right now, which is Icon Ministry. We're a Hispanic church,
right,
and whatnot. And we went through baptism classes, and that was either 2017 of August. So
wow, okay.
So yeah, I got recently baptized.
Wow, okay.
So, yeah, I
nice.
got pictures and everything, but I just decided not to upload them because
Oh, what you don't want to cave into pleasing social media, right?
I mean
shout
that
out
too.
Kyle the Oak Tree.
That too, but at the same time, I already express so much of myself, and sometimes if I feel like if I'm doing something that only family should really know about or be congratulating about,
right.
I just keep it between them. Even though my mom, she loves telling the whole world, so that's
hey,
so
man, moms are known to do that, man.
Shout out moms.
Yeah, so
shout out to all the moms, shout out to all the milfs too.
Cheers. Oh, shut up.
What? I can't say that.
Go there.
I can't fucking say that.
We're talking about his mother.
Shout out to all the milfs.
Shut up, dude. All right, nobody can hear you.
Okay. Anyways, but yeah.
I will say, people always think I'm an atheist, but I'm not. I'm not an atheist.
Oh, what are you?
No,
You never told me what you were.
I consider myself what's called a pantheist. You have pantheists who think that God is everything. God is like the universe itself, the earth. What you're looking at is all God. To me, I'm what's called a pantheist, which is slightly different in the sense that God is slightly separate from everything in the universe. So my religious beliefs have to do more with like consciousness and like the difference between objects in life that you see that have no consciousness and then humans and animals.
Like an inanimate object, like a rock.
Right. Yeah.
I know you love rocks.
The reason why I believe in stuff is
Rocks.
because there's a separation. No, I don't love rocks.
Yeah, you fucking do.
I mean, I do actually love rocks.
You don't like rocks?
I
Are
rock
you serious?
But
You don't like rocks, bro?
Listen to me.
What's the fuck is wrong with rocks?
dude?
Okay, anyways.
So fuck rocks.
Explain your fucking wrong religion.
All right, but look. So basically, my religious beliefs have to do with the fact that since we are able to understand each other and like there's a different connection than inanimate objects.
The consciousness aspect.
Yeah, consciousness.
Right. Yeah. I see that. And that's basically saying the same thing as that God created the universe. So shout out to you, Cody.
No, thanks.
Shout out to God.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to God.
shout out to the homie.
Man,
Praise the Lord.
hey, you ever seen a black hole? That shit's crazy, man.
I haven't, dude.
Sanchez, have you ever seen a black hole?
No, he
Nah,
has.
man. I see the shooting star though.
Did you see the
Nobody
video?
has.
No, there's a video. There's a video. There's a video.
With your eyeballs, bro?
Okay, well not my fucking eyeballs,
Get outta here,
obviously.
man.
But
That's
okay,
computer
hold on,
image.
Sanchez. Come on, you think the government made that up?
Bro, I think that's stupid. If you don't,
Whoa,
you
come
can't
on.
even. All right,
Sanchez, did you see the black hole
No.
video
It's like
footage?
a flat earth.
Nope.
It looks like a Pornhub
Like,
buffering.
you guys see this black hole?
It looks like Pornhub
This
buffering.
blurry
but anyway.
image of an orange circle, the black hole.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was a black hole.
Give
It was
me a
black
break,
hole.
dude. Seriously? No.
Give me a break.
What
Give
the
me a
fuck else
break.
does a black hole
Give
look like?
me a break.
Black
Kit Kat bar.
Hey.
In a hole?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't actually see a black hole. You can see the shit around it.
If you were
Sanchez.
gigantic, then you could
Yeah.
look down on it like, oh, that's a black hole.
Yeah.
Well, you can see all the stuff around a black hole. You can't actually see the black hole because
So you told me that there's a black
no light.
hole. Like,
there's no light.
Yeah, well,
right
whatever,
here?
dude. We can't see it, man.
Sanchez, what do you think happens on the other side when you go through a black hole? Let's get the hard hitting questions.
Oh, man.
You know why I'm here. I work for CNN. What, Sanchez? The people want to know. What do you think happens when you go through a black hole?
Honestly, I never thought that deep, but shoot, maybe
Make a guess. Make a little guess.
maybe maybe another dimension. Maybe
You ever thought maybe you might
Wormhole.
just die?
I mean, look, we
That's
go
what I
through. We go
All
through.
right.
I mean, I don't think we're ever gonna die. Honestly,
Energy, right?
when I say this, it's because
I feel that, bro.
we live through different phases of life. Kids, adult, grown up, old man, pass away. But I think
before that too.
I think our spirit is gonna transition us to another phase.
That's what I like to believe too. Is that like I don't want to just like die and then nothing happened. That'd be the worst way to die ever.
What a tease,
Oh,
right?
it's
if
like
that were
you
true,
just-
you wouldn't know. So.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like I like to have some like positive outlook about life after death.
Yeah, but I always like to say, what happened? What do you remember when before you were born? How that was?
Well,
no,
I think
I remember when I came out of the vag, bro.
I think
Shut up, dude. That is so vulgar.
I really think we was probably just nothingness or probably sperm.
Like nothing.
Right.
No, then I think our souls and spirit didn't start living until we got that first heart.
This is
Yeah,
exactly
I'll
what I
tell
was
you
talking
sure.
about.
And I
This is
sure-
why I believe in the
I
separation
sure
between
hope-
consciousness and
I sure
physical
hope
matter.
that it goes beyond this body. I want to be conscious some more after this body.
And that's why we go back to that positive
I want to have
outlook.
some more. I want some
It's
more.
like I feel like if you think about the human mind and the brain and the consciousness and the way it works, something should fucking happen after you die. Like something should happen.
Well, I just hope so. I
Yeah,
wanna
exactly.
experience-
Well,
Well, see,
that's
I
like
sort
what
of
I
think of
believe, something
consciousness
will
as
happen.
like consciousness is almost like another like law of the universe.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
like gravity.
And so your brain is sort of like, say you're building like a radio, you can't get the signal unless all the parts are like assembled correctly, and then you can get the signal.
Yeah.
Your brain is sort of the same way.
Yeah, but a lot of times us humans we don't even use 100% of our brain. That's what I've heard.
Right.
We use like a very small portion.
Yeah.
That's a myth though. That's a myth.
Is that a myth?
It's a myth.
Is
It's a
it?
myth.
Is okay?
I've
Then,
also heard
all right,
some
then
myths.
then why can't I lift something with my mind then?
Because you're a
Come on, bro.
human.
Come on, chill, bro.
They're
It's
not-
not because you're not
they're
using
not in a
100%.
It's
science
because
fiction film.
we're not using all the potential in our brain. That's why.
Oh,
So
are you
you're
sure
saying-
that we have
What is that movie?
potential?
What's that movie where the chick can use like all
Shining?
of her
Oh,
brain?
Chicken Run.
What?
No,
dude?
You said chicken.
There's
The
like some
sky's
movie where the character, this female
That chicken.
lead, like can use all of her
Look
brain
at
and
all
therefore
those
she has like
chickens.
superpowers.
Oh, Limitless.
Yeah.
Wait, what movie?
Oh, dude, if that was real,
Limitless.
Was it unlimited? What is it?
Limitless.
Limitless.
Hey.
Oh yeah, where the guy gets the pill.
I'll tell you one thing. I've done a couple things that made me feel like I was limitless.
Okay, well we don't have to get into that right
We don't
now.
need to get-
Anyways, we're gonna block this out if he says anything.
We're gonna cut that.
Yeah,
Out. We're gonna cut that right out.
That's actually This whole part's gonna be cut until now. Welcome back to the podcast, guys.
We're actually not cutting that out.
Yeah, they actually gotta fucking stay for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
So Sanchez,
Yes, sir.
one thing I love to ask all the rappers, and I guarantee you, if we ever get any other rappers that come here, I always do this question. You can go look at the older episodes. I always ask this question, and I hope you don't get offended by it.
Ask the question.
Where the hoes at?
Oh man, I don't
Where the
know.
hoes at, bro?
That's a good question. Honestly,
Where they at? You know?
that's a good
That's what,
question.
yeah, it's like the reason I ask this question is because it's a universal question. You know, you can ask that to anybody, and they'll be like, "Shit, bro, you
Hopefully
tell
they
me."
say the right thing.
Tell
Usually
me.
they say, I don't know.
Yeah, usually.
Well,
You don't usually go up to someone and say that, and they're like, "Oh well, shit, bro, come
Oh,
over.
I got seven.
I got seven
in
hoes
the back
over here.
in the back alley.
but I don't know where the.
It's a joke question, by the way.
Oh.
But you can.
Oh.
Yeah, but I want to hear your answer.
Well, I don't know where all the harlots is at. You know.
Okay, right.
You know.
Oh, I love
the
way you
scarlet
said that.
scarlet letters.
You know,
I
harlot.
said harlots.
The scarlet letter women's.
You know, I don't know.
I
Where,
have not read that.
Okay.
I don't
That's a
know where they're
classic.
at. But you know, I have had some harlots come at me.
Oh,
Oh,
whoa.
what did you do?
Whoa,
No,
Sanchez. I know the ladies love you. So
I can't wait for the misogynist
give us
portion
the
of the podcast.
deets.
Well,
Shut
I
the
mean,
fuck up, Cody.
I can't give you strong
that word
deeds,
mean?
but huh?
Nothing.
No, yeah, Cody. What's
Sorry,
up?
I'm sorry.
Anyways, but yeah, okay.
I
But
was
you know,
responding to Cody's.
I mean, when I say I had some harlots come at me, I mean, the reason why I call them harlots because back then they didn't want me, and now
Alright.
now
They all on you.
now I'm hot, and now they trying to
Like Mike Jones.
They're trying to be.
My cousin.
They reckless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I had one person I used to go to school with. I was chilling with her, and she was like, "How much can I pay you to sleep with me?"
Whoa. Hold on. What prices was she talking?
Huh?
Just curious. What prices was she talking?
No, she was like, asked me.
Oh, you want to pay her?
No, she want to pay me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
Whoa.
Sanchez wants to wait till marriage.
Well,
Yeah.
what was she gonna pay
It's
you?
like a
Then?
game
Did
for
she
her.
give you like some ballpark prices? Like, just curious. Asking for a friend.
No,
It's like for $1 million.
no,
You should break your
and
vows.
she moved far away, so I'm glad she did.
Oh wow.
Cause
wow.
like I snapped on her.
Oh,
I didn't snap on her.
You don't play that. Right?
I
You
just
don't
told
play
her.
that, man.
I just told her $0 because you ain't worth poop.
Ooh,
That's what I told her.
savage.
You know.
Savage alert.
That is amazing.
Yeah, I can't, dude. I'll be real with you, dude. If it was me and this chick was like, "Hey, Jaquan,"
He'd say free.
I'll pay you to sleep with me. Honestly, I would be like, "Yo,
Free.
you don't have to pay me." Yeah, I'm like, exactly. You already know where this is going. Yeah.
Well, you gotta take a jewelry.
But
That's the deal.
Look, this is the thing. This is why I respect Sanchez so much, because he just has that ability to just has this ability that
That's
I wish I
strength.
had.
It's strength.
It's true strength. It's true willpower. It's like something that I envy very hard.
Yeah, that we clearly don't have.
Yeah, we obviously don't have. Cheers. Let's get a cheers in here. Let's get cheers.
It's not a good juice.
Yeah, okay. Did you even drink
But-
yours? No? Okay.
But
Anyways, yeah.
But I just try to stay away from the harlots whenever I know they're a harlot.
Yeah, as Snoop Dogg said, we don't love these hoes.
He knows better than all of us.
Snoop Dogg's a very important figure.
I love him.
He's a very important figure in American pop culture. Am I right? So like, why would we not
Yes.
listen to him? But
I like Snoop Lion better.
Snoop Lion?
I like Snoop Lion
Were you a
better.
fan of the Snoop Lion phase?
Uh,
Lady Sanchez?
no, I don't think so.
I don't think I was either.
It was-
honestly, 'cause
I
it was
think-
very short lived.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's so.
Did you
It's,
smoke weed on 420 when he released his Snoop
No,
Lion
I
album?
fucking didn't.
Well, I did.
But-
It was awesome.
Oh wow.
it was so. It was so.
Red Rider.
It was good.
It was so short to me that I couldn't really embrace it. I
Yeah, I thought because when he first did that, he said it was gonna be like permanent, right?
Yeah.
And then it totally wasn't permanent.
Well, I also I wanted him. I didn't want it to be permanent. I wanted him to keep going through the animal kingdom.
well received.
I wanted him.
because
I want like
everyone was
Snoop
like,
Snake.
this
Snoop
nigga
Alley.
smoking too much.
Snoop Yes.
Gopher.
Snoop
Dude,
Hippopotamus.
if he would have went with something else, it probably would have like been a lot catchier. Like
I don't know, like
what?
Snoop.
Like what animal is more catchier?
like
Snoop
even the
Bear.
gopher was cool. Even
Snoop
the
Bear.
fucking gopher
Chicken.
was cool. Yeah, Snoop chicken.
Never
Got
Snoop
the
Cat though,
chickens.
because that's the opposite.
Oh,
No,
whoa.
just-
Never that.
Snoop Cat.
Yeah.
What if you became a rapper named Snoop Cat?
Oh man,
Oh,
I
my
would.
God.
I would be. I feel bad because
I'd
I feel
rather
like.
be Snoopy Doopy than Snoop Cat.
Yeah, I don't think I would want to be Snoop Cat.
But it's
dude.
like your Snoop Dogg's rival, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but no, I feel like we'd
Yeah,
be, I
okay,
feel like
good
we'd be
luck
partners.
starting out.
We'd be partners.
feel like with that name, Snoop Cat. I feel like you just be snooping around for the cat.
Yippee! Those are Mario ad libs, by the way.
I know.
Okay. Yippee! Dude,
Zinger up
fuck
in
yeah,
here.
riffing on our bitch asses, dude. I thought we were the ones supposed to be riffing over
Yeah,
here.
right.
Yeah, no, he got
The
our
table,
ass.
the table has turned around. That's all.
Riffing on our bitch asses over here.
Just thinking.
Whoa.
Oh man,
Who's getting a call?
What the?
I am. It's my grandma from New York.
Oh, whoa. Do you wanna? Yeah, we can do call real quick.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's okay.
Okay.
I can answer a little later.
Okay. I mean, we can
You know.
stop. We're
No, it's okay. It was her birthday weekend. I called her last night to happy birthday. I'm
Well,
calling
well,
tomorrow.
Make sure you call her back after this, man, because I feel bad that she's calling you right now.
No, it's all good. It's all
Okay,
good.
alright.
It's
You
all
don't want
good.
your grandma to be on this.
Yeah. You definitely don't want your grandma to be on this. Yeah,
Yeah.
All that stuff. Yeah, we're not doing that. What? Oh, we got Mickey. Ladies and gentlemen, Mickey is in the
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Mickey over here chiming in finally after 44 minutes. What's up, Mickey? What's going on?
I just said not your grandma's podcast.
Whoa, yeah,
This
that's
is not your
true.
grandma's podcast. That's right.
Mickey,
That is absolutely
Mickey,
right.
Mickey always with the hottest takes in the room. I swear, dude. I swear. Oh my god. So,
Well, they cut the
Sanchez,
hardest.
What's up?
let's get down to like what anything you want to say to the people out there who like who follow you, who listen to your music, anything like that?
Let's say wrapping up. What would you like to say to the people? Do you want to promote anything? Do you want to?
Not exactly wrapping up immediately.
Say anything? Okay.
No, go ahead.
Say anything to the people.
I want people to do their best and be the best themselves. And if they ever need encouragement or help, hey, they can hit me up, you know. And if they don't feel love, they can know that I'll always love and care for them the best I can. You know, that's really simple.
Very
you
positive.
know,
I love it.
And if they need prayer or encouragement, I'm here. You know.
If you need help with your faith, if you're feeling lost,
hit up Sanchez.
Anything, honestly.
Matt Hardy,
doesn't
maybe
matter.
you should talk to him after we turn the mics off.
and I absolutely was going to say that. I didn't want to make myself vulnerable right now.
Okay, I didn't call you out.
Literal
Bad,
fact,
sorry.
Matt Hardy has been thinking about going Christian, full Christian.
No, he is Christian.
Well,
I am.
He's been thinking about it in like going to church. Things, right?
Seriously.
Look, he's not a pan like you are, or whatever.
No, I've been actually seriously in the. All right, guys.
That's what he said it was called.
That's a laugh, huh?
That's what he said it was called.
He was like, well, he's not a pan like you are.
Yeah, dude.
Zinging.
Yeah, that's a singer, dude.
But yeah,
Pan. The only thing I like about a pan is a non-stick.
Yeah.
Okay, I see you.
Okay. Anyway, I guess I have been quite interested in the Christian faith. I was born and raised Christian. I never really understood it. I never really got it. But quite recently, I've been praying and I've been doing all this stuff. But I'm also lost, and I keep sinning, and it's a big deal. I don't want to get it too much into it.
We need to talk after, because like when I talk to people about their personal stuff, I usually take it behind doors and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I was saying. But they brought it up, so I would like to just.
I mean, we could definitely chop it up.
Yeah, y'all should arrange that. Y'all should.
Yeah, we should.
After we get done recording,
we should not tonight because we're too deep into the.
And then.
Yeah.
And then I want to also say, you know, whenever I drop new music, just, you know, share it to people who you think it could help, you know, because my music is designed to encourage people or to help people overcome the struggles or whatever they're going through in their lives, you know.
Right.
So, you know.
One love, baby.
That's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
One love, baby. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. So, in case you guys haven't figured out from the very extremely positive vibes from this podcast, Sanchez, the Mighty Sanchez, is here. He's live. He's real. He's a person. And he's here for you. He's here for everything that you could possibly want.
He's here for the people.
Yeah, he's a man about the people. And like we mentioned earlier, you know, we need more people like this in Augusta. This is one thing I will say till I fucking die. As long as I live in Augusta, I will always try to help this scene in Augusta. I will try to do something. I may not be super consistent, but I will at least try to do something, and hopefully, you know, take from Sanchez's example here, try to encourage people to do the same thing, to like, you know, take the right path, to do the right thing. You know, we need more of that around here.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yes.
I see so many artists, and all I can see is them want it for themselves, and they want to do it themselves, and they want to get it themselves, and they want to do it for themselves. They want to be rich and famous, all this stuff.
Yeah.
This is the only man.
Takes a village.
The only man that I've seen so far that's doing this, and he's got the people in mind, the people he wants to help, the people that he's trying to reach out to, and it's like a wonderful concept. It's something it's so fresh and it's so new, and I absolutely love it.
Well, thanks. Well, it's kind of funny because I remember there was a kid who came up to me, and boy, because I did a few jail ministry stuff, and you know, juvenile stuff, and that military thing for the youth challenge.
Oh yeah. Okay.
There was a kid from Youth Challenge.
Oh wow.
He came up to me, you know.
Like a challenge.
He came.
He
came up to me.
I mean, it is though. I didn't mean to be punny.
Go ahead.
He came up to me and he was like, "Hey,
that was really an accident.
I want to be a rapper. I want to do this." And I was like, "Why?" And he was like, "Cause I want the fame and money." And I had to tell him straight up, you know, even though I'm a Christian rapper, I understand the true depths of it. And I was like, "You're not gonna make it far if you want to do it for those things, cause that's what everyone would do."
Yeah.
And you know. And honestly, it's not easy, you know. It's not easy. It may seem like I'm making it easy, but it's the most difficult thing. I lack so much sleep from it. And, you know, a lot of people, you know, hey, when you start this thing, you're gonna be broke for a good minute.
That's
you
the
know,
thing. People don't realize like the overall commitment to actually sticking to it and doing it for a long period of time, so you get good enough to be skilled enough to continue those skills and get better at them. Some people think this shit happens overnight. You know, some people think that like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna get in there and get out real quick. Well, guess what? Not everyone gets that lucky. Not everyone gets that instant big break.
No,
you
like
know, so
yeah, like Nas, like Lil Nas X, Old Town Road. He pushed that song every day for like a year and a half or something.
And he wasn't even the first person to push that genre. So it's pretty crazy that he was the lucky one. You know, he was the lucky one that blew up and made it to #1 on the billboards.
Right.
So
the stars aligned. So
It's because he released that song while Red Dead Redemption was out.
dude, I legit believe that. I legit believe that. Because remember, I showed you before that song was even on the radio.
On the radio.
I showed you that Red Dead 2 video, and it was just someone just put the song over Red Dead 2 gameplay, and it had like over 1 million views. And like
impressive.
Yeah, it was really cool.
It is impressive.
But okay, guys, I'm sorry I don't really feel that good or whatever. So sorry if my voice kind of fucked with the
It's
podcast
going around.
a little
It's going
bit.
around.
Not to me.
What's going on? What's going around?
You know.
Your sickness.
Oh no, you guys will be fine.
I will be if I'm saying
What are you worried about?
You know, this is what people say.
I
whenever
absolutely
it's like,
won't
you know,
touch your ass
Yeah,
tonight.
well, you know, you touched me like a couple times while
No, I
sitting
didn't.
beside me here, so.
I sure didn't. You can watch it back on the tape.
So shout out to Artie for touching me.
I sure didn't touch it. And I'm not gonna be sick, and we can do that next podcast, and we can see if I'm sick. How about that?
Okay, we will. We
Stay
will
tuned.
next week.
All right, stay tuned.
So,
and we'll see if I'm sick.
Let's start plugging everything. Let's get the fuck this. Let's put a ribbon on.
He means let's get the fuck out of here. Let's get this done.
So Sanchez, thank you for coming here and being a part of the Dragon's Den podcast.
Well, thank you guys for the opportunity.
Yeah. So let everyone know where you can find you on anything or anything like that.
Just go to mightysanchez.com. It's the hub for all my social media.
Link will be in bio.
But if you want merch from me, you're gonna have to really like message me personally. But I'm like low key doing like a time away from social media, so my friend's gonna be running my social media for a while. So if I don't respond back, that's only because my friend he's just posting what I tell him to post.
Right. Nothing wrong with taking a break from social media.
And I will say again that I did get a piece of merch from Sanchez himself, and it was a freebie, and I will tell you one thing, it might have been the best piece of merch that I've actually ever received. I didn't buy it, of course, but if I would have bought it, I wouldn't have been disappointed. It was very nice. The gesture alone was great, and I would actually buy some merch again. So.
For sure.
I got some in the trunk, so I got you.
Hey!
All right, Quan, where are you at on the internet?
Oh, guess what, guys? You can find me on Instagram at whoisjjones, and Twitter at DestructorQuan, or you can just Google Quan the Destructor, and all of this shit will pop up. Honestly, you can just do that honestly at this point. But yeah, MH, what about you?
And you can find me you can call me MH on Instagram, and that's pretty much all I've got.
And YK, Young Cushy in the corner.
Thank you, guys. I'm at Platform Zero all across the web.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, that was the podcast.
Sanchez.
Yeah.
Thank you once again, man. You're fucking really awesome.
Now, thank you
Thank you
guys.
for fucking coming through and hanging out with us and letting us talk a little bit of shit and get to know you a little bit more, man.
Always.
Greatly appreciate it.
It's
So,
perfect time because I don't have no shows for the rest of the year, so perfect time.
Hey, look out for everything Mighty Sanchez coming very soon. Tune in next week where we'll talk about why Akira actually was not that good of a movie.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, I triggered